Hello Superset maniacs and welcome back to my channel. The biggest question surrounding the 2023 Mr. Olympia remains, what if Nick Walker actually was able to do the show? We all know that he suffered a hamstring tear just less than 2 weeks before the show, which prevented him from entering the Olympia this year. A significant disappointment since he is one of the most popular bodybuilders nowadays. Even if you don't like his physique, he's fun to watch, always delivers, and has the attitude that makes everything more enjoyable on stage and off stage. Somewhere before he suffered the injury, he did some photos where we can get an idea of the improvements he made. He was looking good. No, he was looking great. In this video, we're going to use these pics together with his last on-stage version from the 2023 Arnold Classic and put them on the 2023 Mr. Olympia stage next to the top 3 from the first call out to make an idea of how Nick would have done if he entered the Olympia. This is the front double biceps with the Instagram pic from right before he suffered the injury, and he's almost in contest shape right here. I mean, for sure he's probably leaner than Samson here. People complained about his quad sweeps, and by the looks of it, he improved on that aspect. Just compare it with his Arnold version and the difference is night and day. Those 2 leg sessions per week definitely show results, but unfortunately, all that stress may have been one of the reasons he suffered his hamstring injury. Who knows? Anyway, Nick is known for having the best arms in the business, but people complain about his proportions. In my opinion, he doesn't have the best lines indeed, but as far as his genetics are concerned, he can't look better than this. His midsection is defined and in check, he's got a great taper, he's in condition more than any of these guys. I believe he battles Derek to win this pose right here. Now I know that lots of people now complain about Derek's physique and are trying to nitpick everything wrong now, but that's what happens once you win, you become the villain. Anyway, Nick battles Derek for first place in this pose in my opinion. There's no front lat spread for Nick, not in his Instagram updates, not in the individual routine at the Arnold. He avoids doing this pose when he can, and it's obvious why. It's his weakest pose by far due to his structure, and against top competitors, he doesn't really look good. He would be last in this lineup. Side chest pose, and we have the Instagram update. Granted, the camera angles are different. He doesn't have his standing. He's got his shoes going on. What we can see that what was expected from him, he was about to deliver at the Olympia. I'm talking about the chest fullness. Check the difference with his Arnold version. He definitely put some more size on those pecs. Now, of course, he wasn't completely depleted here as this is not a stage photo after all, but still we can make an idea. As far for the pose in general, when he's on, and he pretty much is always on, he beats these 3 guys. He's got the fullest and roundest upper body, mainly due to his unrivaled arms and shoulders, and I think he would have beaten the top 3 from the Olympia in this pose. Next is the back double biceps. Nick is known for having a powerful back. At last year's Olympia, I think it was close between him and Derek in this pose. Most people preferred Derek, but for the overall completeness, I saw a case for Nick to win this pose. Anyway, Derek improved drastically in this pose, which would make it hard for Nick to keep up. However, by this update and comparing it to his last stage physique as well, we can draw the conclusion that Nick would have beaten Hadi and Samson in this pose and would have battled Derek for first place. Back lat spread. Unfortunately for Nick, just like in Derek's case, this other back pose is not at the same level as the other. Hadi beats them both here in my opinion. And I also think as far for these pics, Derek beats Nick. Nick probably improved this pose as well, but since Derek was beating him last year pretty clear in this pose, and with Derek's improvements, I see it kinda impossible for Nick to have turned things around. At least not for now. Nick beats Samson in this pose though. The side triceps is a great pose for Nick Walker. We don't have an Instagram update, but we have the Arnold Classic version, which in my estimation beats both Hadi and Derek here. With Samson it's not clear as he's not fully locked in the pose, but from memory, from the Arnold Classic, Nick had him beat in this pose. Nick has the best lateral head in this lineup. He's got a crazy detailed midsection, crazy detailed and dry lower body, all coupled with excellent execution. So this is another win for Nick Walker against the 2023 Mr. Olympia first call out in my books. Abs and thighs, a great shot for Nick Walker against all his structural odds. Similar to Hadi, he's got detailed abs and detailed quads. As far as these versions we're looking at, Nick is the driest, but he lacks Hadi's fullness here. I'm talking about Hadi because the other two guys stand no chance with Nick and Hadi in this pose. I mean, Derek's vacuum is great, but this is the abs and thighs, not the vacuum pose, and we all know Derek lacks the details through the midsection anyway. Between Hadi and Nick, I still think Hadi wins. That abs and thighs, those abs and those thighs are crazy from Hadi, but Nick Walker is a close second in this pose. The last pose is the most muscular, and we do have a most muscular in his Instagram update. His chest definitely got better, as we can see here as well. Now let's see the on-stage version of Nick from the Arnold, which I think was enough back then to win this pose against this lineup. I mean, Hadi is great with his chest striations and everything, but Nick Walker destroys him when it comes to shoulder and arm thickness and muscle definition. The most muscular pose is another pose where Nick Walker finishes first in this lineup. Now, counting by the rankings in the mandatories, I would say that Nick would have battled Hadi Choopan for the 2023 Mr. Olympia title, but since Derek Lunsford won the show, that shows that winning in more mandatories doesn't guarantee you the win. And since Nick lost against Samson at the Arnold based on the same circumstances, it's obvious that judges prefer the more classic physique looking guys. Nick being the least aesthetic guy here, I doubt they would have awarded him champ, but he for sure would have made the first call out, and the first call out would have been a four-way comparison in 2023, maybe even three counting Samson, as I believe he was not at the same level with Derek and Hadi. I mean, counting Samson out of the first call out. Like this video to show appreciation for this work, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.